Ryan Knows Tech here from techinform.us again with another iLife 2009 application review. This time it's GarageBand. Little disclosure up front, I am not a GarageBand expert. I've used it a handful of times, really. I've used podcasts with it, a little bit of what I'm showing you today. So really this is for the users that requested it and said that they've never seen GarageBand, they're on PCs, and they'd like to see what it's all about. So here's the basics. When you open up GarageBand, you get this nice list of things you can do. We'll start at the top. You can do a new project, piano, electric guitar, voice, loops. That's just going to play some stuff over. Podcasts, I've done that. I've also done voice. Songwriting, neat, acoustic instrument, keyboard collection. Scroll down, and there's your movie. So there you can create all kinds of new projects. Learn to play, they have a piano lesson and a guitar lesson. The lesson store is new, as they say, and here you can get some lessons on guitars, pianos, and artist lessons. We're going to take a look at this. This is cool. This is the Magic GarageBand. We'll open that in a minute. And then the iPhone ringtone's cool. You can make a ringtone with voice, loops, as we talked about before, and then they have some examples in there as well. Recent projects, I haven't used this, so there's not much there. We're going to start off here with Magic GarageBand. How about we do jazz? Choose that. Take a second to load up those instruments. Pretty high quality graphics here. I have it minimized since screen recording and all that would take a lot of power. So the default setup here, we're going to put it on entire song. You want to make sure you have that, or it's just going to play whatever you have selected back and back again. Have the better speakers plugged in here. Don't think this is copyrighted, so we'll play and see what this sounds like. Cool. So that's the default. Now if we wanted to go into, for example, the bass, click on that. Now here's all the kinds of different bass we have. The walking bass, that happens to be my personal favorite as a jazz listener. So we'll use that. Come over to the guitar. Just for the sake of playing with it, let's use a gypsy guitar here. The drums, we can go in there. We have bushes right now, or brushes. Can't read. That's probably good. The piano, we'll change that from a grand to a jazz organ. It's not going to sound good, but just so you can hear how you can change this around and mix it together, we'll do that. The melody, why don't we do a horn section for that? And then the keyboard back here, that isn't even a keyboard. Let's do the club upright. So now we have the right instruments. When you do that, you can see when you click on an instrument, there's a couple different buttons here. This first one is a speaker. Click that and it's going to mute it. You no longer have that instrument. It's not playing. Unclick it or click it again to put it back in. Click on the headphones. If you've changed the instrument and you want to hear just one, then you click on that. So for example, if you're trying to mix that in, you can't hear because the melody is too loud. Click on that. You're only going to hear that. Unclick it to hear everything else. Then over here you have a volume mixer to adjust how loud that particular instrument is. We'll go back over here to the beginning and see what it sounds like with our changes that we've made. Okay, you can immediately pick up the horns instead of the whatever I had before. Pretty simple. All kinds of different genres, lots of different instruments, ways to customize it, put your own stuff in. Really nice way to do that. So once you have something that sounds good, this is what you want to use. You want to tweak it a little bit more. Click on Open with GarageBand. And this is going to bring you to the legitimate GarageBand menu, not just this little play thing for people that really don't know what they're doing, like me. Loading my song that I just made, and here it is. Here is a more professional editing tool, not like Final Cut stuff, but here it is. You can see that the guitar here, the VU meter, is picking up my, I didn't need to do that. The VU meter is picking up the sound of my voice using my microphone. Notice when I snap my fingers, it goes up and down. So that would be the track where I can record stuff on if I were interested in doing that. Here are my tracks, all the different tracks for the head, chorus 1, chorus 2, and chorus 3. Keep scrolling, we're going to find head out. All of this can be faded, moved around, deleted, adjusted, anything you want to do with it you can do. For example, the bass, that is on, it's set to be balanced and come out either speaker. Maybe we wanted that to be left to simulate actually standing in front of a stage. Brushes, maybe we want that to be on the right instead of the left a little bit. And then we have the club upright. We'll bring that all the way to the right. And the horn section we'll keep in the middle. And the organ, well, I guess we'll put that over there with the bass. So now we can click on play down here. There it is. I can definitely hear. You probably can't, since the microphone's on the left. But I can hear with two speakers in front of me that has been changed. But it's super easy to do all of this. You really don't need any skills and technology to be able to drag stuff around like that. I used this for school a couple times. We did some projects with this. It's really easy. The inspector down here, it's that eye. You click on that. You can actually go through and change the track, do some editing effects on it, noise gate, compressor. Then go to your master track up there. You've got even more effects and compressing work and stuff like that. Then here's your volume, another VU meter, and then you have your measures. I'm not super into music as far as writing, so I don't know what a lot of that means. But if you are and you're using this application, chances are you know what that means, so you can tell me in the comments below if you care. But that's what that looks like. Nice and easy to do that. You want to share it or export it, you go up to share, send it to iTunes, burn it to a CD, export to iDisk, whatever you want to do, iWeb. Really easy. You can make it a ringtone too, which is nice, and then sync it to your iPhone. So there's what that looks like. We're going to close that, not save it, and then we'll go to the new project. How about a podcast? Show you how I make my podcast, or how I used to. We'll give it a name, podcast. Save it to the desktop so I can delete it in 5 minutes. Signature is 420 beats per minute in C major. I don't really know what that means. I'm just going to leave it default. I probably would not be using the snowflake. I'd be using the snowball if I were actually going to do this. But here it is. Here's the project. You have a male voice, a female voice, and then a track for jingles. Of course, you can add or remove any of that and adjust all of it. Same basic layout. You have your signatures and measures and clocks and times down there. And then you have everything else over here. And, well, you can make that bigger if you need to. So your plus down there, this is going to allow you to use a software instrument, a real instrument, or an electric guitar, whatever you can plug into your setup. That's going to show and expand this down here. Depending on what you're doing, you may not need that. Over here, definitely it looks like other iLife products, audio, photos, and movies, all browsable to disk or applications. Nice and easy to do that too. So if I wanted to just start recording, I'd click the red button. Can't record on this track. All right. Go to your male voice. You can record on that track. Click the red button, and now it's recording. Notice you have two recordings. Up here, you can drag stuff around to edit it. You kind of have a bin, and then you have a project bin. The bin being more temporary and not what you're going to be exporting. So to stop, click end the record button, and then space to stop the selector from continuing. This can all be moved around, selected, deleted. Real easy to do. Then, of course, you can go into your control and preferences, which is somewhere up there. So really, GarageBand is a simple application. It's got a great purpose to it. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't use it. One, they don't know it's there because it's not a widely used application like iTunes, iWeb, iMovie, and iPhoto. But if I ever needed to start making podcasts again, I would definitely come here, learn some more stuff, and probably make a better informative video when I can. But the same principle is here. Do share when you actually have something in here. Share. You can just send it to iTunes and then find the MP3 file. It makes pretty decent stuff. It's not super advanced, but it's advanced enough to get the job done and get an A on whatever project you're doing or impress the boss, Dr. Jobs. There it is. GarageBand, pretty simple, comes with iLife. That'll do it, really. So check out our site. If you have any questions about anything, leave comments below. I'm trying to get back to those sooner. I used to do it every day. It's just so many. I get like 300 a day. It takes a long time. My Twitter for more up-to-date information is twitter.com/JamesRSchultz. Mentioned this on a video before, the vlog channel. I'm putting more personal videos there if anybody's interested. Links down below. It's youtube.com/JRSVlog, VLOG. And then our live web shows here start in just about an hour and 47 minutes on ustream.tv/user/techinformus, and that would be Tuesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully I can catch you there or in tomorrow's, I believe that'd be Wednesday's video. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you like it. Comment. I'll try to get back to that. And subscribe if you haven't. Bye, guys.